guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a super exciting Florian Wirtz to Liverpool transfer update video. We have some huge news to break to you guys and also a video of Florian Wirtz where he actually nods in agreement when he was asked the question, are you excited for your Liverpool move? Are you excited to play for Liverpool? But first, Louis Steele, who is a very reliable English journalist, has reported that sources in Germany are saying that a deal for Liverpool to sign Florian Wirtz is 99% done in an incentivized package that would smash Liverpool's transfer record, and that also will smash the English transfer record and the Bundesliga transfer record as well. Florian Wirtz is extremely keen on a move to Liverpool, and this is now a matter of when it happens and not if it happens. So hopefully that calms your nerves, because I'm sure many of you guys are nervous about this transfer happening or not happening. And here is the video where Louis Steele, this same English journalist who actually traveled to the Germany-Portugal game where Florian Wirtz was one of the best players on the pitch and probably the best Germany player on the pitch, and he actually scored a brilliant header which was controversially given after a lengthy VAR review. But we will look at Florian Wirtz's numbers in this video as well. But Louis Steele basically asks Florian Wirtz, are you excited for a Liverpool move? So here is the video.
Excited for Liverpool, Florian?
And I absolutely love these reactions by the Liverpool fans to this video, because one of them said, this Louis Steele mixed zone gegenpress is yet to fail. We are watching the equivalent 2012 Messi when it comes to asking players questions and they awkwardly shuffle past you. I'm in awe. Louis, fair to say you have now become our favorite journalist ever. Nice little nod there by Florian Wirtz. You love to see it. Fabrizio Romano has posters of you on his bedroom wall referring to Louis Steele. That was a really bold and ballsy move as well, and I love that nice little nod given by Florian Wirtz in affirmation that he is excited to play for Liverpool and he's just waiting for this to happen and for this transfer move to happen. So if you are excited as well, just like Florian Wirtz, as you could see in the video, full credit goes to Louis Steele. He posted this on Twitter. Then make sure to leave a like on this video if you enjoy this, and subscribe if you are new around here, and turn on the bell notifications so you never miss the latest updates around Liverpool FC. So David Ornstein said this about this Florian Wirtz transfer: Bayer Leverkusen want a higher figure, and so if and when Liverpool do edge up, it could well be a British transfer record fee should this get over the line. Where things are now is that this is progressing in the right direction. The talks are ongoing. I think they are now onto the stage of potential add-ons, the makeup of the deal, the bonuses, and how they would be achieved. So it's clearly at an advanced stage, but from what I hear, it's not quite at the finish line yet. There is more work to be done about this. But for Liverpool and their supporters, there's reason to be optimistic. I do think they are going to get this deal done, and not only because they are pushing so hard in the club-to-club negotiations, but also Florian Wirtz has a huge desire to join Liverpool, and I think that's a key factor in the deal, that both Bayer Leverkusen don't want to upset the player, they don't want to keep Florian Wirtz against his will, and both Liverpool also know that Florian Wirtz is desperate to sign for them, desperate to play, so they need to make this transfer happen. And Rudi Völler, who is working at Bayer Leverkusen, I think as not a sporting director, but in some kind of director capacity, he said this, and I quote, "It's no secret that Florian Wirtz would like to go to Liverpool. I know the clubs are negotiating with each other, but with transfers like this, it often takes a while before an agreement is finally reached. Sure, in the end, you have the feeling that it will go through. Florian Wirtz has proven that he's a very, very valuable player, not only for Bayer Leverkusen, but also for the national team. That's why he costs a few euros more." So maybe Rudi Völler is just trying to give Liverpool a little nudge, like up your bid another 5 million. Florian Wirtz will be a world-class signing for Liverpool. What a genius player he is. Look at his numbers. He was absolutely phenomenal this season in the Bundesliga for Bayer Leverkusen. In the box and final third involvement in terms of ball carrying, creating, crossing, dribbling, shot quality and shot volume. As you can see, he's in the top like 10-15% in all of the or most of the attacking metrics, which is absolutely sensational. Of course, his defensive work is not as strong, but he wouldn't be required to do much defending, because look at his attacking pizza chart. It's absolutely stunning. Honestly, like, this is compared to other attacking midfielders and wingers across the top 5 leagues, and you can see the percentage of where Florian Wirtz is. So he's in the top 1% when it comes to assists per 90 minutes, big chances created, and through passes total per 90 minutes, and he's in the and passes key total as well, and he's also in the top 4% when it comes to shots on target, big chances created, and big chances. Absolutely crazy numbers that Florian Wirtz are putting up. Dribbles ending with fouls, he's in top 4%. He's absolute top when it comes to dribbles total, and non-penalty expected goals as well, top 4%. So he's an absolutely incredible player. And look at this attacking scatter chart, when on one hand you have the creating metric and the other hand you have the dribbling metric. And Florian Wirtz is absolutely top in both categories. In the Bundesliga, he's creating the most chances and he's also dribbling the most with the ball. If you watched any of Florian Wirtz's montages, compilations, and I'm sure many of you guys have done that, he is going to be an absolutely sensational player for Liverpool, and his possession pizza chart is equally as impressive. You can pause the screen if you like and just take a look at this incredible talented player, and his numbers are absolutely insane. That is why he is costing 150 million euros potentially. And his numbers for Florian Wirtz's numbers for Germany against Portugal, even though Germany took a 1-goal lead by Florian Wirtz's header, they in the end lost to Portugal because of some bad defending, but it wasn't because of Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz was absolutely sensational. Most duels won in the game, most touches in opposition box, most successful take-ons, most tackles, most shots, more shots on target for Germany, and he scored his 7th international goal. He's wearing the number 17 shirt for Germany, and you can always tell how bitter and jealous the rival fans are. This is a good point that the Liverpool fans said on social media, that they are calling Florian Wirtz's performance awful simply because he is signing for Liverpool. He just dropped a solid display, but they are still pretending that he is bad. Why? Because they know exactly how good Florian Wirtz is, and they hate that he's joining a club that terrifies them, Liverpool FC. They see the talent, they know what's coming, and their only coping mechanism is pretending that Florian Wirtz is overrated. We are in for a full season of defending him against these clueless, agenda-driven clowns who would be hyping him to the moon if he signed for their club. The agenda's already in full swing and he's not even put the Liverpool shirt on. I mean, well said. That's absolutely sensational commentary on rival fans hating on a star player if he's joining a rival club and not their club. And also, this is a very good tactical observation that one of Florian Wirtz's biggest strengths is how he orientates his body to receive the ball in the pockets. Between the defenders and the midfielders, Florian Wirtz finds these pockets of spaces, and it's with where the opponent is moving to and his next action in mind. He then often moves against the opponent of his momentum. So if the defender is coming this way, Florian Wirtz takes the ball and goes that way. So they have to change direction. And so, side note, you don't see many pure attacking midfielders duel like Florian Wirtz duels against defenders. And none of the players Arne Slot had to use in the number 10 last season that did that very well. Elliot does this to an extent, but he's over-aware. His physical weakness against contact means he's extra protective than opening up more, and he's only comfortable in the right half space and not the left half space. Florian Wirtz is comfortable in both positions. And the big question is Florian Wirtz a 150 million euro player? I think he is. Right now the figures are at 130, 140 million euros. He's worth that easily. There is no other player with Wirtz's combination of attacking threat, influence on the build-up play, and also out of possession work in the whole world of football. And that's what you have to pay top dollars, top pounds, top euros for. To have a player who is very unique, who is world class already at 22 years old. And also, you could see how well Florian Wirtz made his run against Portugal, against the momentum of the defender. But of course, basically everyone on the field, especially as his team was more predictable, off the ball in the early build-up, Germany, there were moments where he seemed like a salmon moving against, the tide. And another Liverpool fan said, I saw that during the build-up phase sequence, Florian Wirtz basically drifted into dangerous positions at will. He rode challenges, and he had the right weight of pass to create transitions. That's a proper signing if Liverpool can get him in. He's a game changer. This is the first thing that caught my eyes when I saw him for the first time. I just love watching him receiving the ball in between the lines and then, weaving past the defenders and dribbling past them, opening his body up and shooting and scoring. So I'm really excited about this Florian Wirtz transfer. Let me know by liking this video and leaving a comment. Did you watch his game against Germany? How did you feel? What do you think about Florian Wirtz? And also, is he a 140 million euro player? Leave your thoughts down below. And also now we have the breaking news by David Ornstein that Liverpool flat out rebuffed Barcelona's approach to discuss signing Luis Diaz. Barcelona made contact with Liverpool yesterday, but Liverpool are clear he's not for sale at the price that Barcelona are offering. So now a new contract is unlikely for Luis Diaz. So unless bids land to change stance, Luis Diaz will stay at Liverpool even if it leads to free agency. And that's a little bit harsh because Luis Diaz is on very low salary, like 65k weekly wages compared to other Liverpool players. I mean, I would love that, even a fraction of that salary. But basic bottom line is Liverpool said to Barcelona, you are not getting Luis Diaz on the cheap. And that's basically inviting the Saudi clubs to make huge bids for Luis Diaz. Otherwise, Liverpool are happy to keep him, So Liverpool's former reply was unequivocal. The Catalan club and their sporting director, Deco, were immediately informed that no appetite exists to trade a squad member who Arne Slot is planning with for next season. Luis Diaz was of interest to Man City last summer. He also had admirers in Saudi Arabia. And, recently Al Hilal tried to buy Bruno Fernandes, and that helped Liverpool establish Diaz's market price. And that's around 72 million pounds that I'm hearing. And Barcelona they can't afford that basically. So Luis Diaz is Liverpool's number 9 for now. But should he stay there? It is widely assumed Arne Slot will be in the market for a striker this summer. But in the meantime, Luis Diaz is taking his claim for that position. The winger played a key role in Liverpool winning the Premier League title. He was our best attacker, probably behind Mo Salah during the whole season. And Liverpool would be actually happy to see Luis Diaz run down his contract and leave when he's 30 years old on a free transfer, which is a little bit of a strange thing to say out publicly. But Liverpool's new look hierarchy has sought to address the contract issue. However, progress has not materialized. At Diaz's age, their current preference would be to maximize his performance value, even if that means exiting as a free agent. Unless Liverpool receive bids that enable them to land a replacement of similar or superior quality, Luis Diaz will stay. So that's, I think, a very smart strategy by Liverpool. Unless you bid 75 million and we can properly replace Luis Diaz with a like-for-like replacement, we are not selling him. And that's absolutely the right thing to do, I think, from Liverpool. We know Barcelona can't afford him, so just completely shut the door on that link. If Diaz now wants to consider a move to Saudi Arabia for huge money or see out his contract, that's now in his hands. At Diaz's age, their current preference would be to maximize his performance value, even if that means, letting Luis Diaz leave on a free transfer, unless Liverpool receive bids that enable them to replace Luis Diaz properly. And I think that's a great transfer strategy to have. And David Ornstein also commented on Liverpool's search for strikers, for forwards. The future of Darwin Núñez has been well documented, David Ornstein said. There's an opportunity for him to leave. I think the expectation is that he will be sold, and therefore we could see somebody come in that position. I think Liverpool are among those, understandably, that have liked Alexander Isak, there's admiration for somebody like Hugo Ekitike. Decisions will have to be made, and I'm sure that's something Liverpool are thinking about, and we'll have multiple options, no doubt, if and when that situation develops. So unless, we get some big bids for Darwin Núñez, at the moment we are cooling our interest in the strikers. It's a dangerous game to play because already Liam Delap went to Chelsea, Ekitike might go somewhere else as well, so the other big clubs are making moves. Liverpool don't want to be left late when it comes to getting a striker, because in August the market might be very narrow when it comes to available strikers who would be good enough to play for Liverpool. Also, Ian Doyle, who is also a very reliable journalist, is reporting that Liverpool right now are not considering an imminent move for Rafael Leao. But the fact that he even mentions it means that Liverpool have interest in him in the case that Luis Diaz is getting sold to Saudi Arabia. The Liverpool Echo newspaper understands Liverpool have not made an official approach for Leao, and they are instead concentrating their efforts on completing the deal for Florian Wirtz. We are also progressing our interest in Bournemouth left back Milos Kerkez. It looks like a £40 million transfer fee will be agreed this week or early next week, so I will keep you guys updated on that transfer as well. But yeah, Leao would be, I think, a sensational transfer. I'm just a little bit concerned with his work rate. He's not a kind of player who tracks back, who works hard, and I'm not sure how well he would fit into Arne Slot's really hard-working playing style. But you could also argue that Leao on his days is world class. The big question is he consistent enough, and on what his price would be at AC Milan? I think a more realistic scenario is if we sell Luis Diaz, then we bring in Anthony Gordon from Newcastle, because he's already Premier League proven. He's English and he fits the bill, and he's a Liverpool fan as well. So yeah, let me know what you think about all the stories that I mentioned in this video, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later, guys. Goodbye.